Hi, welcome to Jadekind Gaming. My name is Adam, here with the 54th session of the Underland Dungeons and Dragons campaign. Austin is Erich, Ryan is Henwick, Bob is Kalidan, Nick as Jimmy. Last time, y'all spent a whole lot of time counting out your money.
Yes. It's actually the largest section of my notes.
And got a lot of money from the time before.
Unspendable money.
Oh, and I did forget to mention, during that time you were doing like detect magic and such, you would have noticed that Laduguer, he had basically the incredibly powerful magic that has been basically being carried around in his coat is about half as bright of an aura coming from it. Before.
He's become less magical since stealing all of the Horde money. I'm gonna just straight up buy all the jade off you.
Where would he put the money? In the hole.
Yeah,
the hole is full.
Well, the jade comes out, the money goes in.
The jade is smaller than the money that it's worth. Just point out, you have nowhere to store anything else. You have literally filled the thing.
I'll write it down.
Yeah.
Well, he could just exchange some gold and coppers.
Y'all want to do that? Do it without discussing it, 'cause we don't have time for this.
Alright, so I give you 200 gold. You give me 1,000 coppers.
Tiger Eyes, here you go.
So you came out of the mansion, sailed until you were flagged down by some devils on a larger sailing ship who found you guilty, and combat ensued. They fought. You convinced a couple of the bearded devils onto your side, and you're now being taken to the inactive volcano that you have requested to be taken to. You pull out the T-Rex on the boat.
He's got room now. I can fit him.
If it fits, it ships.
Are you on? Oh, you're over there. It's like, are you still around?
Yes, I'm hiding.
And every morning, the T-Rex gets I poke the T-Rex in the teeth, giving his jaws +1 in magic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Has been an hour since our last combat.
Not yet. No. At this point, you're basically setting out. A few of you were trying to explore the ship. You do find that there is a passage to what was a lower deck, but you do find that the lower parts of the ship are broken open, and that magma is just sort of flows openly through the underdecks of this ship.
Nice.
You find, some crates and such along the side of the deck. Opening any of them looks like fruits or foodstuffs that is long rotten and maggoty. But that's about it for what is just stored on this.
Hell Ghost ship?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so the devils that you're traveling with, sort of set out with, saying that they know where that volcano that you seek is. Thank you. And note that it will take, several hours to get there. But they'll set out and sort of take turns steering the ship, while the other tends to stand or, after a little bit, pace near the front of the ship.
What's he doing?
Pacing.
Oh. They don't have to sail?
That one is.
Oh. All the crew is just here to vagabond people?
Yeah, well, I mean, someone has to steer it.
Racing? Yeah.
But no, the sails are torn and tattered. The underside of the ship is broken through.
And
Yeah,
filled with lava.
Yeah.
Basically, the only thing that works on this boat is the tiller, and magic goes.
Yeah. Even, parts of the deck itself, looking at it, have been broken and repaired to give just sort of a smooth platform to stand upon. It is a wrecked ship that they are now sailing here on this magma sea.
Well, hey, whatever.
So you do have, say, you said an hour?
At least a short rest.
Yeah, you can get a short rest in if you'd like. You want to do that? Anyone need to spend hit dice?
I don't think anyone got hit.
You did?
Yeah, it's through a fireball, I mean.
Yes.
Fire like bolt.
Yeah, but that's what
It
killed
was
them
Earl
all.
Flame.
Oh, okay.
That's what killed them all.
Now this is my problem.
One man's poor decision.
Thanks, little America.
Yeah, so if you need to spend a short rest, you can. You have probably about 4 hours open sailing, a little less before you start to see that you are heading into, again, there is one of those storms ahead. Ash, hot wind, soot. Just
How long does forced bubble last? Like force wall?
Ten.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we continue, and they sail right into it. Your vision goes to nearly nothing very quickly. 10, maybe 15 feet ahead of you. You can, off the side, still kind of see the glow of the magma for a little bit, but even that doesn't go very far. And
It's the beardeds that this storm's dangerous to mortals.
probably not with immortals. Come here. They sail on.
You have to hide from the storm again.
I call control wind.
No, I don't have that spell. Control weather is a druid spell.
No.
I don't
Well,
have access to that.
I didn't know if control wind.
Yeah, visibility sound. There is the wind itself. Are any of you trying to fly right now?
No.
No, you gotta stay down.
Yeah, because it would affect that. You at the very least are smart enough to figure out this would be interfering with.
I don't think any of us are particularly stupid.
Yes, but he's
We're all pretty
particularly
average.
smart.
Average is 10, isn't it?
Yeah, and that's me.
Jimmy, the average.
But the most irritating of the things is the extreme heat. You're going through for a while. You have a few hours going through this, over which I'll need a few Constitution saves.
We're having problems due to the environment.
Yes.
How long do we have as we notice the storm approaching? Do we notice the heat beforehand?
Not until it is starting to be an issue.
Okay. So how long do we have, or is it immediate?
Before what?
Can we set up the door
Can
before we
he
have to-
use a 10-minute ritual before he takes a check?
Yeah.
Okay, I cast Lehman's tiny hut for anybody who wants to be next to me.
You still have that prepared.
No, I don't have it prepared.
Ritual.
Ritual.
Okay.
Did we ever decide if it moves with stuff?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
I presume it moves whatever surface it's placed on.
Otherwise,
Just zooms
the Earth-
off.
Yeah, the Earth still spins, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Just wow.
The Earth spinning is science and therefore does not apply.
Boat moving isn't science?
No,
You could by yourself perceive that.
What if I used rows? Oars?
there are no hard rules for movement with the bubble, but
Yeah.
what makes
I'm gonna
sense?
see how it
So it definitely fits on the boat like up here.
is. Immobile dome. How do I define immobile?
And do you want to define immobile that way? Because if it can't be used one way, it can be used in the opposite.
My
Around
dog
and
is
above you.
absolutely immovable no matter what.
Remains stationary for the duration.
It keeps writing letters.
Cool.
Means still. Sorry if you don't have a great grasp of the English language.
No, I literally understood you.
Really? Because it didn't seem like you did.
I think you're literally being ridiculous. Figuratively, of course.
Yeah, I know.
It's fine, you literally barely speak English. It's in the definition. Literally means figuratively.
Fair enough.
I guess I throw down the portable hole and tell the T-Rex to get back in. Since he can't fit.
Doesn't he basically have to disassemble when you put him in there?
Oh, yeah, it takes time.
Yeah.
Rolls up and gets back in the hole.
Did you just include one of the... Why am I not in the thing?
You seem to get mad at me when I moved your character.
I disagree.
You come and stand in the bubble?
Yeah, Erich, do you want to stand outside the bubble?
Does control winds protect me from the heat? If I can make
No.
a blow on my back instead of in my face.
Nope. Still hot.
Still hot. I don't resist heat.
No, you don't.
No. Then yeah.
Well, you have about 3 hours of not taking Constitution checks now.
We enter our extra-dimensional space.
No, it's not.
No?
It's just a force dome that provides us with good temperatures.
So, sailing through. As you leave, the guy up front will up to stand at the front for a couple of hours. Then he dies.
Yeah. No.
What?
That's the noise you made when you died?
Well, why would...
Because it's funny?
You've been teaching him comedy? Before looking to the back, outside of your vision.
I bet they're making out. Oh, they jumped off the back. Oh, we went backwards.
Eventually, the boards below you shiver and start to crack, kind of falling down a little bit to where the lower part of the dome is beneath the boards themselves. As the ship runs aground.
I think those two guys were slacking off.
We were at the volcano.
Yeah.
Still ashy out.
Yes.
Minor illusion, ghost town. Are you guys still back there?
Can't cast outside the bubble.
I can cast inside the bubble, but sound can travel outwards.
Does
Why
that mean
didn't you
Sonic?
just speak?
Why don't you just speak?
Because it's louder than he is.
Yeah.
He can't yell that loud.
The spell's louder than I am.
You won't necessarily hear them, but you do hear the sounds from sides of cackles,
Cackling. huh?
some growls.
Oh, wait for the storm to pass.
We are in an impenetrable dome.
And going out there into the ash rain doesn't really make any sense. We'd get dirty.
And hot. We'll see if something comes up and starts pounding on our dome. Or if those two guys come back over and...
Doesn't work.
Well, as long as I sit here, the dome will stay up. If people want to go in and out of it.
Mhm. So is that our bearded?
Say bearded. You're not.
So we ran aground. Are we okay? I ask it.
He got long limbs.
That's canon.
She.
Oh.
That's canon. That's her token.
Yes, I'm talking to the bearded in common.
Looks around.
Are you?
It is opaque on their end, and you know that.
Yes. I do tell. We're in the bubble. Are you the ones that were with us before? Oh, there's more than two.
So we can strike through the bubble, but they can't strike back?
You can't cast spells, but physical objects can pass through it.
Like axes?
Potentially.
As we're just slowly getting surrounded.
Just saying, this is best armor. My AC is indomitable. We hear a terrible rattling coming from behind.
So, can you cast Chain Lightning at all anymore?
Wait, no. I used the high level spells on maybe.
I mean,
Yes, I still can.
it's been a long rest, hasn't it?
No.
No.
Because
Progress.
I used the 8th level
I
spell
thought it
slot.
took 3 hours to get here.
Yeah, that's not 8 hours in nap time.
Why am I thinking... I don't know. I'm a little retarded.
That is less than 8.
The dome's being surrounded.
Just piling on.
Yes.
Crawling on top of it.
So, start clearing them out?
Hold on. Does the shield protect from things coming in? Like magic?
Yes. Magic can't pass in or out of it.
Okay. I'm going to try to stealth out and cast Sickening Radiance right on top of us.
You're trying to stealth out. You currently have this 4 on top, and
Right here, just step out and cast and come back in.
Do you need to be made invisible?
That would actually help, probably.
Technically, if you go here, you don't even get attack opportunity. It doesn't matter if they see you or not. Because
Yeah.
D&D lets you do that.
Yeah, let's
Ow.
make me invisible and...
As soon as you cast a spell, it'll turn off. Unless you want greater invisibility.
I feel I could probably get back in if it's just the two people on the sides of me. But they have grapply things, so I think greater might be the better choice.
Well, how are you going to keep them in the area?
It was more to make them go out of the area. What? This will clear off the bubble if we so choose it. Or if they're really stupid, they'll stay on it and die to it.
Do you have anything that's more instantaneous in nature, or...
The synaptic shock. I could go out there with greater invisibility and cast that a couple times at it.
What 6th level spell did you take?
Scatter.
Okay.
There's more than 5 of them around there.
Yeah, no, that would have been what's used there.
Mm-hmm. Just more coming up while we're talking.
Yes, you are talking. They're continuing to build up around you. They're
I'm going
climbing.
to start hitting them through the wall.
Okay. Here, so you're hitting which one? There is both a barbed and a bearded devil next to you.
Barbed. 29 to hit.
29 does hit.
I'm guessing fire, I shouldn't even roll it.
Correct.
8 damage.
Can I get one of my blue pencils over there?
22 to hit, or 23 to hit. I'm guessing.
I want me to write down damage before we do that. Yeah, that hits.
11 damage. And then attack. Ooh, 16?
Yeah.
Oh, nifty. That's a 2, so 9 damage.
Does 21 hit?
No. They can't hit through the wall.
You're sticking out in order to hit them, and they are prepared to attack you. They are standing there waiting to attack you. You idiot! And of course they can still hit you. If you can hit them, they can hit you.
I just start laughing at that. Well, when all these things go tick, 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 tick off my gauntlets. I'm going to use my bonus action once they're done rolling.
That is a 25.
Oh, shield.
Okay. Count your spell slots. I don't know how long you're going to be here, but you may eventually waste through that.
I'm getting the feeling we were supposed to have a running fight here as we scrambled.
No, if you want to fight the entire swarm in one spot, I mean, that's on you.
I mean, Austin hasn't got to show off recently. Well, that chain of lightning
But
was...
what would I do inside the bubble?
Nothing, you gotta leave.
Yeah.
You would have to leave,
Okay.
especially, unless you want to stab him with your...
So, can I use my bonus action now? I'm going to use Shield of Faith on myself.
Okay.
So, do you want to press that greater invisibility or not?
Not really.
Yeah, just...
Regular invisibility then?
No, just start slashing through the bubble.
Go ahead and pull out your crossbow.
Crossbow isn't very effective here.
That guy right there, shredded.
Yeah, I mean, he could say, that guy is gone, but...
I'm just saying, just start attacking normally. Come on, you're a tank, aren't you?
So is these guys standing on the bubble, or are they like laying on it?
They're both.
Nick, go on.
I'm going to go ahead and make a halberd with a reach.
You can't attack the shaft of the weapon. It's indestructible.
Yes.
Oh, wait, no, you have energy, don't you?
Yeah. There it is. Here. 5, 13 to hit a bearded.
Yeah.
What's a halberd's damage?
D10 in that? I don't know if it's halberd or halberd.
D10. Heavy reach, two-handed.
Mm-hmm. I like that. I like that a lot.
11 damage.
And you were going with a bearded?
Yes. And another one. Unless it instantly...
I'll let you go through all yours before you.
Yeah, plus 10, so 19.
Mm-hmm.
And 11 damage.
No, it's more fun to do it the other way. Make a Dex save.
They're pulling it out of my hands, I just let go.
Okay, so you let them grab it?
Yeah, and it dissipates.
One of them steps in. It grabbed onto your weapon and pulled itself in as you invited it through.
That doesn't work that way.
You opened a barrier in it.
Okay, well, we'll kill this guy, and I guess we can't do it that way now. Because things!
No, if you hadn't let it in.
I know, right? Opening that door for Dracula.
So basically what we're going to do is I'm going to attack through it, and the rest of you are going to have a prepared action to hit anything that walks through the gate. And end of combat.
It used its turn to get in there. You actually did it.
Yeah.
You really get a full
How
round of
tall
all you
is
guys.
the barrier?
It's 10 feet.
Oh.
So basically one of them steps through.
Yeah, 10 feet radius.
So,
What is your guys' response to one of them
We're gonna
pulling his
kill
way
it.
through the...
Whose turn
It's
is
not my
it?
turn.
Yes, we're not in an initiative order. We're just kind of going back and forth.
Oh.
No.
We haven't rolled any initiatives. You're not doing anything that required an initiative. You actually have to engage in some sort of combat before that becomes
And
relevant.
it's standing with me? Standing in the
Yeah,
area?
it's right next to you.
I'm going to start beating it to death.
Okay. Yeah, you kill it. Your last turn was fairly average.
didn't we... This is up for what, 8 hours?
Yep.
Rinse and repeat.
For the next 5 hours.
Take half-hour breaks whenever we need it.
I just lean out and use whirlwind.
Yeah, go
You're
ahead.
fine.
I find where a place where there's like only one guy.
Hmm?
I try to find a place where there's only like one person who's going to smack me.
I grabbed the back of your shirt just in case I tried to drag you out. Go for it.
Yeah, I'm just going to put a whirlwind out.
You can get spots where there's only 2 guys.
I'll take it.
Even if we drag 2 in, we can probably finish them all.
I guess maybe I'll open that up. Those 24 and 19.
That hits.
Both of them, and then that misses. So 2 claw attacks on you.
It's like, what's
9 piercing damage. And then the other one attacking. I'm guessing that the 12 misses.
I think it's AC's.
It does.
Yep.
I have 13.
And then, yeah, 24 and the other one would hit. So then, Beard hits as well. So you take 9 piercing damage, and you need a con save. Yes. You succeed.
Alright.
And then you were whirlwinding.
Yes. I'm gonna put a tornado like here-ish.
Why don't you just put it on top of it?
Because it's only 10. It's only 10-foot radius.
And you're just going to make
Wait.
it walk around.
Is that right? 10-foot radius.
10-foot radius, 35-foot cylinder high.
That's bigger because that's a 10-foot radius, so it's big. I thought it was 4 squares.
It would say 4x4.
It is bigger. But yes, it's a tornado. A tornado of fun. On what's that?
Do you know what it does, or do I need to look?
And then here. So
Creature
all
mites, a
these
dex
guys.
saving throw.
Yeah, they need to start making saves.
What's the DC?
Should be 18. I was like, it should be 18. Are any of them bigger than large?
Nope.
Then yeah, they all need dex saves.
18. What happens if they fail?
10d6 damage.
Roll
Yeah.
that. So I know if I can just remove them.
Also, isn't it 10d6 damage and thrown?
That comes after the damage.
Oh.
Yeah, after the damage, they got to make a strength saving throw.
And if they make their save, they don't need to bother?
Yes, if they make their save, they only take half damage.
That damage is super garbage.
I'm not going to try to maximize it, or not worth it?
So truthful.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. That's not a lot better, but it's better. It's like 10 damage points higher. So 27 damage total.
Okay.
Like a quarter of your 100?
It is super garbage.
Wait, those are d6s, not d10s.
D6s.
10d6s.
Oh, okay.
I just rolled less than half.
In standard Vic fashion.
Yeah. It's like after using Empower, I still got 2 1s back. Did not do great there. Oh no, the dex is just for damage. They then also have to make a strength save or get sucked in.
DC also 19.
No, they have to fail, then they get sucked.
Yeah.
Never rolled so many 19s before, eh? It's like 5 in a row. If only I was attacking you, right?
They wouldn't hit, because right now my AC's 27.
Yeah, so anyone who failed the dex save has to then make a strength save.
Same DC?
Yes.
Okay, so we need 2 of those. And what happens when they fail?
Well, they are restrained by the whirlwind. Tornado got them.
And they start being sucked up into it.
Okay. Well, there's one that's being sucked up into it.
Now, does that just last and keep doing it, or is it a one-turn thing?
Up to 1 minute, and I can move it.
Oh, okay. There we go.
You can't move it without coming out. I'll let you maintain concentration and hide back in. But it just sort of sits there when you're...
I can move it 30 feet whenever I want. It's remote controlled.
Yeah.
Spells don't go through.
Spells don't go through the bubble. The bubble will block
the spell's
remote.
over there.
Yeah. So I'm not going to say it goes away when you hide back in the bubble, but it just sits where it's at.
Well, if I can't control them into the bubble, it would go away as soon as I go in the bubble. Because that's the only way that logic works.
You can still concentrate on the spell, you just can't
Well,
manipulate the spell. You
Then-
can't
then
send
the
new magical
Then
energy
the
out.
concentration can't get through the bubble either.
Sure can.
I feel like that's arbitrary.
It is hard.
He
Yeah,
just doesn't
it is.
want us. He just doesn't want this combat to be over instantly.
This combat isn't over instantly.
That's arbitrary.
You have thousands more to kill. This is going to take forever doing it this way.
Then why don't you let him control the dang tornado?
Because it's not the intended way of us dealing with this situation.
Because you're hiding in the bubble that prevents you from doing
There's
spells to
thousands
it.
of them.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Anyone else do anything?
No, we wait.
We're
I
continuing.
guess you roll your next turn's damage.
I'm continuing to strike out of the bubble.
Playing there with my actual sword to finish
43.
anything off he pulls in.
43 damage.
What happens to that restrained guy from last turn?
If they have to either break out of the thing with a strength save, or they get sucked up 5 feet higher.
And once they hit the top, they get flung?
Yep. Strength or dexterity, they get to choose. And once they succeed the save, they are then hurled 3d6 10 feet laterally. So the higher they get, the longer they take to get out, the higher they go, the more damage they take by getting thrown.
Mm-hmm.
It's too bad you don't have chain lightning anymore.
I do.
You don't have the spell slot for it?
I do.
It's just less damage than this and not over time.
Yeah, chain lightning only hits 3 people.
Nope, still not. That one is not done.
Just all the 19s.
I know.
So is there anything for me to hit anymore?
Yeah.
Guys up top.
Okay.
And the ash storm's still going.
Yes.
So even if we wanted to, we can't just break out and run.
Nor can we fly away.
Mm-hmm.
You know the ash storm doesn't instantly kill you. You stood in the ash storm for 10 minutes while we cast the spell in the first place.
Yeah, but going out into thousands of enemies and 0 visibility while not knowing where to go.
It's not thousands, it's just a couple, maybe a dozen.
Yeah, you only see that many.
Well,
We heard the
You
noise.
hear someone.
yeah. And even then,
Are we
leaving and not knowing where to go in bad conditions with enemies about isn't the smartest thing. We would at least want to wait till the ash storm died down.
Yeah. Say, are we still unable to see?
I mean, you can see, 10, maybe 15
But
feet
the
down road.
storm's still going on?
Yes.
Okay. I had an idea, but given the weather conditions, I'm not sure if it would work.
Alright, so I just keep killing things.
He's still casting his spell. His spell takes a while.
Nothing
Depending on
else.
how
We
much
can just
you actually want to do with it, I'm fine with it just throwing people occasionally. That's what it's there for.
Because you want to see someone go flying.
Yeah, that's it.
That's why he took the spell. He's like, never seen the tornado chuck someone before.
Anyways, you make your attack.
18, 21, and 15. All 3 hit?
Yep. Attacking the same one as before.
Yeah, until it's dead. 8, 13, 15.
15 damage.
Yeah.
It's dead.
Alright, then 8 on the next one. And just 15 on that one that I did eat too.
So as we're in there waiting, it's like, do we want to set up the door, or do we want to try to run for it? What do we do in this situation?
I was trying to think of a way.
You have effectively, after a few rounds, cleared that side where they just don't bother to.
Okay, stick your head out in the tornado and move it.
If I do, I have to make a dex save or be restrained.
I can hold you.
As it pulls him up into the his own tornado.
I don't know. Does the tornado count as wind? Can I control the direction of my own tornado's wind?
Sure. Counterclockwise or clockwise, it's up to you.
I want to do Australia style, so it's upside down.
So you just push him into the ground?
Yes, it throws him on the ground, yeah.
Would Erich, with his wind control abilities, be able to go through the storm without being blown about if he started flying?
He's not sure.
Absolutely.
I tried to
I
guess.
absolutely could.
You gather he would probably have at least. The winds are pretty strong.
This isn't even the biggest
it's probably
storm
not
I've
the
seen.
kind of thing that's going to completely negate it, but he could probably have a lot more control than, say, you could.
Okay, so Erich would have a chance of being able to fly in,
Go
in
up
these
with
conditions.
invisibility and then just use or bonus actions to control his tornado, which won't break normal invisibility.
Okay. Does anybody have an actual portable hold that we could fit people into?
Yeah.
Nope, it's full of money.
Make a persuasion check.
Also, you could dump your old skeletons and it would just be T-Rex in there and we could fit the rest of us.
No,
in.
the old skeletons are gone.
No, they're not. No,
He's
they're
got
not.
the bones. He just doesn't have them as skeletons.
And no, you wouldn't fit with the T-Rex in there.
The skeletons fit because you can pull them apart.
Yeah.
A persuasion check against who? Laduguer?
You don't know.
Okay, well,
Ludar or what's her name definitely has a portable hold. She
like
just-
5 or 4?
No one speaks up.
Yep.
So, do any of these guys speak common out here?
Do you want to surrender?
Yes.
No.
I'm interested in surrender.
None of them seem to.
Nothing's. So, again, do we want invisibility Eric and have him move the tornado around?
No, I'm still working on a plan.
Okay. We keep poking stuff then.
Okay. Stuff continues to die and be replaced by
I
other
got
stuff.
one. I end concentration on my Wild.
Mm-hmm.
Take the opportunity to get out in there.
Yep.
And I'm going to put a storm sphere over top of this area. And go back in.
Okay.
The storm sphere is a 20-foot radius.
So, full thing.
Did you specify? You specify just like centered above your?
Yes. It doesn't do nearly as much damage.
It will eventually.
Yes.
You can then just sort of sit, and they
It
will.
lasts a minute.
Yeah, they will clear their way beyond at least what's visible to you. You now no longer see any of the devils on the outside of.
And you can decide whether or not I still get to shoot lightning bolts at people with it.
Well, we can't see anyone.
Well, not anymore.
Yeah.
But while it was going on, there's only a bunch of storm spheres. You can shoot lightning bolts at people who are close to it.
Just going to lay out all of your extra spells today. Versus lightning bolt, lightning
How
bolt.
long does that last?
Probably 1 minute. 1 minute.
You guys try and do anything during that time?
Can't see anyone?
No.
We're covered by the storm sphere right now, right?
Correct.
Okay.
You have time where you have a little space around the bubble if you want to do anything. If not, it will go away. They can come back. You're pretty confident of that.
Recast the bubble.
Well, it's a minute.
You are also fairly confident there's a decent chance that you will fall through the floor once the bubble is gone and not holding you here.
No, that's another dude.
Okay, I couldn't see him amongst your messes.
I put him away.
Okay.
Okay, so we got... What do we got here? We got us 4 and then the 2 of them, so we got 6 people.
Yep.
I could make everyone invisible. Or everybody but one person invisible.
I bet I know who would volunteer.
Yeah.
Can you? Is it canon?
It's not.
It's me. I'm the one who volunteered. I'll go liaise with these enemies. Engage in some diplomacy.
It's like I can make everybody invisible while we're...
Does that last minutes, hours?
hour.
Hmm.
So we could have an hour of invisibility.
As long as you do not attack or cast a spell.
Yeah, attack or cast a spell. Or deliberately give away your position.
You can do that and still be invisible. They'll just...
Yeah.
Like, you could literally say, I'm over here, and they'll try to attack you. They just do it with
Give
disadvantage.
cantrips kind of spells.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Which
Duh.
I've had found out with message and invisibility.
It's like, yeah, I can make everybody invisible if we want to try that.
I guess get out, run, go to the left.
Well, we'll be going up. We want to go up.
Yeah, but our brooms can't carry everyone.
Yeah, I can.
I don't know if the max rate...
It's not me. I'm not going on the broom.
Oh, yeah, if you're flying with your shoes for a while, we can go straight up, I guess.
And it's like, yeah, we can carry everybody on the brooms. The only issue would be whether or not we get knocked out.
Yeah. So, our current goal is trying to fly above the storm.
Yeah, fly above the storm and find out where the volcano is.
Okay, well, invisibility and have a visible Erich as we fly straight up.
I can
be me visible. Why would you think that it would be Erich?
Because Erich volunteered.
He was joking.
He wasn't joking.
I
was not.
can just make everyone invisible.
Oh, okay.
It just costs me a higher spell slot. Yep. So everybody's invisible for an hour. Let's try to get out of here and fly above the storm. And
Okay, so your goal is to go straight up.
yeah, it makes sense.
Also tie ropes between us.
We
So we don't get separated in the wind and storm.
Oh no, we're inside of a quick bubble, so they can't see what we're doing anyway. The storm sphere doesn't block that. So before then, I go ahead and spend 10 extra minutes to throw a Rary's telepathic bond on top of us.
Storm sphere lasts a minute.
Yeah.
Yes, they're all bad. Start trying to see if I can get one of them to tell me who's in command here.
Make a wisdom check.
Hey, that's pretty good. So, whatever, it's a 19. 19.
Yeah. You start getting the feeling that they don't speak common.
I speak louder.
And slower.
Yeah, I enunciate. Use small words. Zoxnack, Zariel, Asmodeus. Those are all proper nouns. They tend to translate pretty good.
So, telepathic bond, invisibility, fly up.
Do you try tying yourselves to each other?
No, we don't need to. Now we can just transmit visual data between us to figure out where we are.
Do they speak any primordial?
No. Okay. So you go out of the bubble.
The opaque bubble pops when we leave, or when I
When
leave.
you leave.
When I leave.
I am guessing you let them kind of have head start.
Yeah.
So that the fewest people. Along that lines, I am guessing you start the charge.
Yeah, sure. I got 4 hours of flight.
I'm just literally doing that to keep track of which ones have already attacked.
They're attacking the bubble?
No, they are attacking you as you come out of it.
I thought we were going up.
Yes.
He's invisible. He casts in a higher level slot.
Yeah, everybody's invisible now. So they would only...
They would notice when you push through them.
We're flying up.
They're on the bubble!
Yeah, the people we're running into would notice.
Yes, in which case they would. However, they all have disadvantage on all of their attacks because of that.
Yeah.
Which means someone's got a double 20.
Exactly. So, let's see. These ones, they get
Yeah, as long as
2
Kalidan's
attacks.
guiding the way, then I think we should be good.
Close on that one.
Recard full.
It's like we're attacking the bubble!
At that point, you're above them.
Yay, I used up all their attacks. Now everyone else can go through.
Yeah.
Who is coming after them?
Did I eat all of their reactionary attacks too when I moved out of their space?
No.
The reaction is how they use it.
Yeah.
Kalidan and Laduguer, I guess. Or whichever one of you two are guiding whichever one of them.
Yeah, I'm guessing you'll be flying with,
Laduguer?
well, either Laduguer or Cannon, because I doubt Cannon will be willing to fly with Erich.
Mm-hmm.
He might get inspired to tell a story about that one other time he got stuck in a storm.
Yeah,
but
no,
that was a dust
that's
storm,
fine.
and there was
Me
a
and
princess.
Ludigar will be on the same broom. Me and Ludigar can be on
Okay,
the
so
same
you're...
broom.
So I have Cannon with me.
You and...
Eric's alone.
Okay.
I guess I would go next, given that I have the next
Yeah,
I say.
I have to go last.
Yeah. Okay. So me and Cannon go next. My AC is 19.
19.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Before we begin this,
I will also use shield, so once one hits me.
That might not come up.
Oh.
There we go.
Alaska would have got me. Sheep.
Shield,
Including me at 24.
and that is one of these ones, and that is 24.
Oh.
You still might not get through your temp HP.
I'm also just realizing I could have also attacked Cannon on there, but oh well.
I'm wrapped around Cannon, so.
So 13 piercing damage.
Oh no, I have 7 temp HP left.
And I'm guessing Erich is following.
Yeah, Eric's next.
so
Erich's
people
just
who
gonna-
attack get a turn to move out of the way, so the new people can come in.
No, this
No,
no.
How many
they're
reactions?
all swarming on top of this bubble.
Yeah. They're all. They got no more room to move.
I didn't create a hole?
No.
That sucks.
You didn't stop and start attacking things. You just kept going up, as was said. You definitely got more attacks. What's your, 13?
I see 13.
It's much easier to hit Eric.
Eric's gonna die.
Maybe. It's like there was a 20 there.
Disadvantage.
Yeah, they're rolling 6s and 4s against you.
Alright, let's see, that is...
Eric, do you have shield?
No,
No, of course not.
that doesn't explode.
That is 9 slashing damage. And you need a con save.
10.
Okay.
You're bleeding.
You're bleeding.
11. Sorry, I missed my +1 for magic. Does that help?
You're still bleeding.
Well, I don't need all that blood anyway.
Four piercing damage. From the barbecue double calling you.
So inspiring a leader once a day.
No.
And that one is disintegrated.
when you take the time.
I believe Adam made it to where it's once per long rest, but traditionally it's only once per short rest.
Yeah, I think my biggest problem here is I don't have a way to cause massive amounts of damage to everything around me, because then I could have just waited out and taken the army.
Well, yes, that is why you're a fighter, not a caster.
That's why you're not Erich.
Okay. So, you guys are...
I'm gonna get some spells.
Unfortunately, we don't have things like, what was that one? The Piranha Tornado thing that dealt force damage.
Whirlwind of Teeth?
Yeah, something like that. Vortex of Teeth. Where we could just ignore all these resistances.
Nothing in its mother's immune to force damage.
Except for some really specific monsters. And
how far do you go on a turn?
Are we overweighted? I don't think me and Laduguer would be, but it's 50 feet.
What is weight?
Weight is how you measure the mass of something.
You're asking what the
Effect
limit
of
is.
gravity.
Yeah. Are we over the limit? What limit?
400.
No.
Yeah.
Oh.
Army cannon?
No, I'm just trying to make... Hold on, I need to technically read the way that that something works. Otherwise they might be...
Rather his magic keep
Yeah,
on...
whether he's still carrying the weight of that gold or not.
If not, can we just drop Laduguer on top of people?
He just disintegrated the one that attacked you guys.
Mm.
He just grabbed them and they turned to ash.
Did that break its invisibility?
Spell or attack? Yes.
One dummy.
So Laduguer's just flying on invisibly in the air now.
Yeah.
He's just curled up and like, can't help you, man.
You're a dummy.
Okay, you're fine.
Yeah.
So, me and cannon over 400?
No. You're a child, and she's emaciated.
The chunkiest.
I weigh 130.
Kalidan is the chunkiest boy here.
Yes. I believe Kalidan almost exceeds the 400 on his own, or...
Kalidan has shoes.
Oh, yeah, I weigh 340 without equipment.
Yeah, that's why Kalidan has his own broom when we're using brooms.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so then what is the speed?
50.
Okay.
And whatever Kalidan's is.
30.
Yeah, 30 feet is the reduced speed. Oh, no. The limit is 200 for the faster speed. 400 is the max limit.
Then yes, you guys, if 200 is the limit and you're 130, then yes. You'd be able to...
Point of clarification on cleric spells, am I required to prepare them?
You just
yes.
You just pray.
Yes, you have to choose which ones from your list you have.
Yeah.
For that day.
For that day.
You don't get the whole list all the
you,
time.
Yeah, you have the whole list to choose from each day.
Yeah.
Okay. I was just looking at protection from good and evil, and it seems like something that might be useful to me.
Yeah.
This is the place for it.
Yeah, but with
Not actually good and evil, it's creature types.
Fiends, which is why I said this is the place for it.
Yeah. Fiends, fays, and angels?
aberrations, celestials, elementals, fae, fiends, and undead.
Yeah, that's the point. You run across a bunch of evil humans, that spell won't do anything.
But it gives all of them disadvantage at attacking me, which is kind of funny, but more importantly, it makes me immune to charm, frighten, or possession. Which would be, useful.
Yeah.
No corrupting the tank.
Corrupting the tank would be bad for the party.
Yeah, unlike all the creatures, we're not fire immune.
No, I don't think I have the spell components for it. I don't have holy water.
Oh, so that's what this has been about?
Mm-hmm. You quickly lose sight of
Laduguer, the only person we can see.
yes, of Laduguer as he's going up.
Laduguer doesn't have control of the room.
No.
You quickly lose sight of him.
Yeah. He's the only person visible. Most of us lose sight of him. Meaning we lose sight of Ryan, too.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're all going up.
Yes.
Yeah, we're all going up. So we can tell us if we get above the storm.
Those two are tied together. Just randomly, Erich and Kalidan have been going the same direction.
Yes.
Okay.
I can't be pushed.
You have no ground to stand on here.
Doesn't matter, it's magic. My armor doesn't allow me to be pushed. They have to push me over 15 feet to move me at all.
It's the door number. It might require you to be planted
On ground. I know it doesn't actually have that requirement, but...
I'm gonna laugh really hard if I just go straight up and the rest of you guys are just gone.
Well, I mean, what else is...
Not gotta be on the ground.
I was pretty sure it did have that.
If an effect moves you against your will along the ground.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was pretty sure it was on the ground.
It'd be really funny if it wasn't, though.
Yeah.
And this turn, you all also need a Constitution save. As it gets hotter as you go higher.
Indomitable. 17.
17.
I gotta mark down on here.
19.
Indomitable. Some indomitable.
Taking damage doesn't make them visible, does it?
No, it could upset my concentration, though.
It's not you.
Is it me?
Nope. It's none of you.
NPCs. See, this is why I always feel Necklace of Agitation is such a good purchase.
Well, this is 5th edition.
It's still there. I believe it still has a nice temperate... I know it blocks gas attacks and stuff.
Breathe normally. Advantage on saving throw versus harmful gases and vapors. Nothing to do with temperature.
Wow.
Yeah.
It is not as awesome as the old one.
It's like, this is 5th edition. Nothing's as awesome as 3.5.
It's not a comfy bubble anymore.
You feel a draft pushing you strongly downwards.
Try to go forwards and get out of that, then continue back up.
Why are we moving so weird?
The wind's blowing us about due to the
We're
storm.
apparently in a tornado.
Why
It doesn't have wind
isn't the
going
wind
in one
just blowing me
direction.
straight upwards?
I'm just saying, it's really weird that the wind is blowing us all
With
in
my ability to
different
conjure
directions.
wind, control wind, on a huge area around
That's
me.
not...
First off, you haven't specified that you're using it, so...
No. Well, I didn't know. I thought we were traveling off because that was just how it worked.
So,
I didn't know it was wind that was doing it.
are these...
It is the storm.
So are these each turns?
Yes.
So we're like...
I'm assuming you are full moving upwards to try and
Yeah.
get out of the storm.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought.
I was just like, this is taking forever.
You're basically moving 60 feet per round. And y'all need another con save.
Can I run? Since my boots just give me flight, am I allowed to run in the air?
Run's not an actual thing anyway, so...
Run, whatever, charge,
Those
That's
are
not a thing.
dash.
None of those are things.
Dash is the thing.
Well, if you're a rogue.
Double move is the only thing.
Yeah.
And I am assuming you are double moving, yes.
16.
Okay.
7.
Huh?
24.
Okay.
19.
You take a level of exhaustion.
Out of curiosity, is the DC over 13?
You don't know.
'Cause
Maybe.
if it is, I can't fail it. If it's not over 13, I can't.
You can always roll a 1.
I don't believe that
that's-
auto-fails.
That doesn't auto-fail.
Once again,
Let's see.
5th edition.
Yes,
All-
you have a level of exhaustion.
All the abusive rules are gone. Most of the abusive rules are gone.
As we're sitting here grabbing exhaustion levels now.
You may not see the spots, but I actually am trying to estimate about how many squares are underneath all the things. You two were moving at the 40, right?
Yeah, we're moving at 50.
Yeah, 50. And then everyone else is at the 30.
'Cause
No, you were also at the 50.
We're small and we weigh less than everyone.
I think Nick's also.
No.
They don't. You don't
Push yourself
you
4
outweigh
spaces
it.
that way.
Yeah, cannon's over 70 pounds.
Oh.
Plus our equipment.
Oh. I'm saying it now.
And you both at this point, you're gonna need one more con this turn, but you are seeing the point where you're basically you can all of a sudden see the light above.
It's lava. It's
20,
the roof is lava.
24.
Okay. Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
And it's 12.
Oh,
15.
so I literally can't
15.
fail it. Do I have to keep rolling?
Will you please
Participate.
entertain me anyways? Pretend I can do something.
It's the one save that I got really good saves in, is con.
Well,
Well, actually, strength is also.
And you have
well,
a normal
Plus 4, so 13.
13. Good.
well, my dex is 7, so it's not bad.
And then basically the same thing. You guys, next turn, you guys are out and no longer needing it. You technically need another one, and then you and Cannon need another one.
here you go.
Okay. So only 2 of you ended up with exhaustion, and yeah, you more or less come out 60, 80 feet apart from each other above the storm.
Okay. Relay our positions over the mine network.
Which seems silly as you can see each other, but
No,
you
you
can
can't.
see
well,
one
you
of
can
them.
see one of them.
Well, yeah, it was like, meet up on
Okay,
Lugar.
you have basic. You can you can use
can
it to meet Laduguer. If you couldn't see any of you, that mind link would do nothing because it is just storm and the volcano range is so scattered that you're like, not sure, but you can see him, so you can meet at him.
No. Let's say we've got people above the storm that can see the light now, right?
Yes, you are.
Yeah, say I'd be able to use the mind link viewing from their different positions to triangulate everyone's position.
This is telepathy,
No.
not remote viewing.
Yeah, no,
I use mathematics. My brain is good.
no.
You need to look
I use the dwarf. My brain is good. Just go to the dwarf.
It's like,
And I am
yes.
going to need to know the time in minutes as to how long we've been up here. Once we land. So please keep that in mind.
Hold on here. And that's 30 feet, so basically same as normal move. How long do you have?
4 hours.
I think you'll be fine, yeah.
I just need to know because it's not until the next dawn that it recharges.
Yeah.
Or the next day or whatever.
Yeah, theoretically, we would put you back on a boat.
I actually think you need to store up time. The boots are kind of weird. It's not like you get a full recharge.
I think I would have written that down and I did not. 4 hours of flight minimum of 1 minute is what I written down.
Honestly,
The
I think your
boots
way
regain 2 hours of
was a lot more
flying
difficult
capability
than
for
my
every
way.
12 hours they are not in use.
but I didn't get to make you climb.
Nope.
Oh, was that a cliff?
Yes,
That wasn't going to be a
literally,
thing
you had to
anyway.
get to there.
That was never going to be a thing anyway.
We had no idea there was a cliff over there.
Couldn't see it.
I know. I didn't. If you did, I would have told you that you did because it would have been much easier. But you didn't know because you didn't look out, and you didn't know to prepare for what was going on because you hid in the bubble instead of communicating with them as you were traveling.
Hey, Adam, we didn't talk our way out of this one, though. You're welcome.
You failed to talk your way out of the store.
However, we still ruined it.
Yeah, ruin it. You changed it. Push the box.
I don't want the box, though. I thought it would be funnier if I made you keep the box.
But the box is blocking the next section of the map.
It's there.
Just a little spritz
It's
thing?
under my chair.
Okay.
Yes, which one?
Nick's holding on to that forever. It's the last one for this year. Used up too much luck.
Well, natural 14s are its new gold standard.
They're with you.
You know what that means? Someone put too much luck in someone else.
I need you.
Oh.
Put me. Keep that one because they're with you. I don't want to have to mark 2 spots for 1 spot.
Do we have 3 or 4 brooms?
3.
3 rooms. You would be sharing with Erich at this point.
No,
Which you would overweight. He would have to...
Yeah.
We would have to string a rope between the 3 brooms and hope we have enough carrying capacity between all 3 of them to have someone hanging down on the lattice work.
There's a reason I usually get my own.
Yeah, either that or we swap Laduguer onto Erich's broom and then he joins me since I'm the lightest.
I think we'd still be way overweight.
98 minutes
98
at this point.
Okay, have we landed yet?
No.
Okay.
But you're nearing it. But, this is assuming that...
It will be at 98 minutes when we land.
Yeah, exactly.
I think the only other way we would do it is that we would have to give...
You guys will really have to screw things up to exceed that.
I don't know, do you break the broom just by yourself?
No. I am 60 pounds without any equipment from breaking it, so I'm pretty close probably with equipment.
Yeah, I don't know what your
He
total...
slows it, but...
I don't know what your total weight is. So.
Well,
How heavy's the door to the
it's
full
15 pounds plus armor is kind of the thing, so I don't know how much the dwarven plate wears.
Probably full plate.
Yeah, it's full plate. So it's full plate, a battle axe, and a shield is what plus 15 pounds.
65 pounds.
Yeah, so I break it by myself.
I had a few notes here, and like, here's probably what you're going to fight, and here's what you're going to fight if you're really doing good at the point where you get here. I have to say, you're really doing good. I didn't get to wear you down much at all.
We have exhaustion levels.
You have... How many exhaustion levels do you have?
We, as a group, not the royal we, as in I'm in charge of everything. That is Eric's department.
I don't have exhaustion levels.
Yeah, I believe me and like Cannon do.
It's
Maybe
fine.
Laduguer.
I have half my HP left.
You cannot catch a break.
Yeah.
And how long?
I know I got a second exhaustion level. So
How long since the beginning of the combat has it been?
How much damage does bleeding do?
Because I have a 10-minute spell.
you
The spell that the Shield of Faith. I'm wondering if it's been over 10 minutes.
It's
since I
been
cast
like
it.
yeah,
80.
it's been like an hour and a half.
Oh yeah, you just told me that. Literally just now, you told me that.
Invisibility's worn off then?
Yeah.
If it's been an hour.
And let's see, you're hurt. I'll go ahead and spend 3 charges on you.
I assumed a
I
flight
thought there
pattern
was
that
10
puts
HP. Who's hurt?
Yeah.
Henwick near the center,
Make
and
sense
you
to me.
leading the charge.
Yeah.
1 plus stat, right? Or D10 plus stat for cure.
D8.
Yeah.
That's what I said. You said D10.
Yeah.
I
You
have
rolled a
healing word.
Yes. So
Yeah, D8 plus stat.
6. 8, Regain 24 health.
And I guess either we need basically a perception check to make sure that you head towards the right volcano.
Alright.
Is our passive's not good enough?
You are actively trying to find out where to go.
7.
And either someone is helping them or one or other of you can roll. Apparently him.
I don't know what I rolled.
You rolled a 4, so...
Yeah, less than 7. Wait. 4, 9, 10. 10.
Okay.
Do you want to look
Add an
in?
extra 30 minutes to that quote I gave.
Man, I wrote it down.
I know.
This is somehow Ryan's fault.
It is. If Ryan would have rolled better.
Oh well.
If you would have rolled better. But yeah, so you basically waste a little time going, no, oh no, that one just burst forth some lava. Not that one, maybe it was the other.
Alright, I'm halfway through my time.
And yeah, so you are making your way towards the supposed peak.
Whoa, that's... I am dyslexic. I went to write down minutes of flight so that I could keep track of it. The little slashy do that I like to do.
Mm-hmm.
And I switched the 4 and the 2. I'm like, wow, my boots got an upgrade.
I should get the fly spell.
Yeah, no, we need to put Bob on a diet and buy him another broom.
I'm just big. I'm 8 feet tall.
Diet. You're fat.
Stop making Goliath out of rock.
Goliath can't help it.
I'm pretty sure you looked at the Goliath's table and said, that's a high end, let's put it there.
No, I looked at I'm 8 feet tall and a physically imposing specimen. That makes sense.
Everybody needs a dexterity save as a streak of light comes through.
What kind of light?
The blinding type.
18.
It is a thin streak of light that then blossoms with a low roar into an explosion of flame.
Oh, someone threw a fireball at us.
Yep.
16.
Either of you want to counterspell the fire orb?
Are they within 60 feet?
They are not.
So,
Oh, you can't counter the ball itself. You have to counter the person.
yeah.
Yeah,
Obviously.
I didn't know that was obvious. I thought you could...
Well, you're countering the spell, which means you have to stop it at the source. 16.
16.
26.
Like 9.
I rolled very poorly.
DC is...
And you can't
21.
shield up.
Yeah.
So 22 points of fire damage. Half as much on a successful save. The
Go away, you stupid piece of shit.
DC is 21. So. That's where I look. Where's the right book? Put it on the floor.
So you wouldn't forget where it was.
Let's just not convene that a second. How many hit points can I have? More than that. Okay, good, good. Laduguer. They starting to care at all yet? does not tear yet. And you see about 100 feet back a charred pit fiend.
A charred pit fiend?
So are we standing on the ground at this point?
No, you are
Yeah.
still flying
Charcoal.
towards the...
He's a charcoal man.
I believe those are the ones that were peeled and skinned to make them less powerful, and they drag stuff around. Isn't that
No,
what
those
happened?
were flayed.
Oh, that's a different kind of another subcategory of pit fiend.
Yeah.
Okay, so out of curiosity,
What's below us?
The rocky ground heading up towards the peak.
How far down is the ground?
We are right there, about 25 feet.
Oh, so we're right next to the ground,
Yes.
relatively.
What's the range on
The ground has gone up towards the peak, and you're now there.
synaptic discharge?
Does he speak common?
It's not discharged, it's static.
Yeah,
120.
120.
Sure, your turn. What do you do?
Well, you know. Ho there, fellow veteran of the esteemed armies of hell. May I ask your purpose here?
Okay. And on your end?
Yeah, I'm going to turn about. Well, I don't know. You guys want to go first?
Sure.
Is there wearing
Jimmy?
any metal? Any metal? Well,
Hard
that'd
for you
be,
to tell.
yeah, that'd be fire damage anyways. Doesn't really matter. How far away? So distance only 30 feet.
He's 100.
Hypnotic pattern. He needs a 18 wisdom.
Well, that's going to ruin the old diplomacy there.
DC is 18?
Yes.
Does he have a minus? No, he doesn't. He's fine.
Maybe it won't.
How close did you move towards him?
120 feet range.
But did you move closer to him?
No.
Okay.
Did you move at all? Do you move at the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Then do so.
You can't hex him from away.
Yeah, the plan was to make him not an issue and leave.
Kalidan? Where is it? 100 feet from this line. So 95 feet technically from...
so he left?
No, he is headed your way. He just threw the fireball
Is
from
he
that
coming
distance.
from behind?
Yes.
He's back there.
He's over that way.
Okay, I turn around and go get him.
Okay. Full move?
Wait, are we leaving?
Yes, you're headed towards that.
Okay, we'll just keep going then.
Okay.
I mean, whatever.
So you move how far?
Double move?
Which is...
60 feet.
Henwick?
I look at Laduguer and I'm like, you gotta be on the back of this.
You fat dwarven.
Yeah, I guess I'll double move. Okay.
How's that 60?
100.
Oh, yeah, I'm overweight.
Yeah, you're overweight.
Yeah.
He is very lightweight, and Laduguer is actually not all that
Yeah.
heavy right now. 75. He does seem to at least recognize the language, though the thought that comes back in... No, only you, cannons, and your mind is the guilty. Guilty.
I was absolved.
We probably at least know what's going on. Oh, wait, no, it's been over an hour. Never mind, we're no longer mind linked.
Yeah.
Huh?
Another fireball. I'm pretty sure the reason we're not fighting this guy is he has those at will.
Yeah, he does. Of course he does. To be fair, I think he gets a little more dangerous if he gets up close.
Oh, yeah.
I think that she still fails, but she might have a +2. Let me check. Some dex, though. I don't think.
I have 22.
Yes, she does. Okay, so she's half, so she might not fall unconscious. You said 22.
Mm-hmm.
4. Right? Yeah, I'm in that.
Yes.
4.
14. 7.
So if you could do
And
some
she is
healing
still
there,
up
Nick.
because I rolled so poorly.
You could do some healing there, Nick. That'd probably be good.
No, that's not a use. That's not a good use of this turn.
Good use of my turn is hypnotic pattern again.
I'd reduce his saving throws in case we absolutely have to deal with them.
And
I
then
can't. I can reduce his action, not his saves.
Is Cannon actually over there?
no,
she's on.
Cannon's on his room. So I put her on his sheet so that she'd be out of the way.
Okay.
He moved her.
Well, yeah.
What? Why make it smaller?
Well, I move over. Hey, Cannon. That might be a bad plan. You got HP, right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah, I'm going to assume you have HP.
I also have teleport, so you know I do.
Yes. So I'm going to thunderstep.
Officially speaking, you're all on the same turn. You can all act at the same time. If you want to teleport at the same time to avoid taking the damage, if you're going to use your teleport, you can do so.
Yes.
Hacks.
I will thunderstep with you.
She's an undead, isn't she?
Yes.
No,
She's a fiend.
Well, yeah, if you can already thunderstep, then I don't need to. I can just move myself.
Yeah, she's.
Well, I
a
can also
Morella,
just
so she's a
dimension
fiend.
door us. Yeah,
And
I
you
dimension
take
door
both of you?
No, you can only take one person of his own size.
Move yourself from the map. You get above the, you pop yourself above the hole, you feel freezing. And the wind just sucks you down. He just disappears over, into the...
Oh, no wonder you were smirking weirdly yesterday when I was saying it'd be nice if you went somewhere cold.
Yes.
Can you double move on a broom?
Yes,
Yes.
we've been doing so.
That is how you've gotten here thus far. And the two of you?
Like chess.
Yeah, and just hop on in.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
Boop.
And if you
So
can't
right
get
now, you have the option.
to solo the 18
I mean,
CR.
you really think that that's a lot? It's higher than that. A
19
lot of
CR.
experience. It's 20.
Oh, yeah.
Nice even 20. You think you might be able to steal a lot of experience, and next time you meet the party, be over leveled. Could you solo the Pit Fiend? I mean, you know you can't take on two. They killed you last time.
That's true. I might be able to handle one. Well, Bob's still here, right?
Nope, he's gone.
Yeah.
He just didn't remove himself.
I'm gonna fire a lightning bolt before I leave because fuck that guy.
I mean, I don't think he's technically in range, because lightning bolt, I can't make it cast farther because it originates from me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I can actually reach him with any spells. I mean, I can obviously reach him. But can I really?
Just turn around and
He's about 160 feet away.
Yeah, that's my problem. It's like, I got distance spell.
I have a nice mark for 100 feet from that spot.
But does any of my spells actually go that far? 160 feet?
Yeah.
Well, I assume he can still talk in my head at this range. And I speak, well, I don't matter, I speak aloud. I speak aloud and tell him, I assure you, I've been investigated and found innocent of all crimes committed within the 9 hells. You need to cool off. Tidal wave. And then I go over here.
Tidal wave
Originate from the ground.
No.
You just materialize a well of water in the air.
Hopefully it knocks him prone.
I don't think you can reach him.
You conjure a wave of water that crashes down on an area within range. It can be up to 30 feet long and 10 foot wide, and up to 10 feet tall. So, yes, he needs a dex save.
That's this wall of water just.
Just splooshes on top of him.
Cool off.
18?
Yeah, it makes sense.
That is the save, yes. He takes half damage and isn't knocked prone. The water then spreads itself on the ground in all directions, extinguishing unprotected flames in its area and within 30 feet of it. Then it vanishes. Take a tidal wave. Yeah, no mention of me.
Strongly feeling I can't, create a challenge for you guys.
The power of runaway is strong.
Turn invisible, run away.
No, we're starting to get high level. Ooh.
Eventually, I'm gonna do something. Thinking, oh, this isn't gonna do anything. I'm gonna wipe you.
Potentially.
Well, notice how we in fact did not fight the 1,000 enemies, or in fact the Pit Fiend. We left.
So I need higher CR.
No.
And you actually have to fight them. Got it.
No. You need slightly higher than our CR things when we're actually engaged in a fight we have to fight. If we have the option of just leaving,
You almost never take it.
I'm not talking about.
I don't know, we tried really hard not to engage with the army that first couple times.
Truth be told, if fire had worked on the 1,000 some odd enemies, I would have tried to kill them all.
I mean, how many can there really be?
I would have taken them on.
In the safety of the bubble.
No, I would have walked out there and started swinging about, seeing how many I could kill, while you guys hide in the bubble and try to kill me.
So you find yourselves slamming down onto an icy mountain peak.
We're flying.
No, we're still being.
You were sucked down.
Yeah, we're still being gravity to the ground.
Yeah. From very hot to very cold very quickly.
How cold is very cold? It matters. I'm a Goliath. I might be able to ignore it.
Yes.
I have cold resist.
Yeah. You can still tell that it's very cold, though. Cold enough, at the very least, that you notice your armor, brooms, weapons almost instantly start to develop a thin layer of frost
Axe
from
is
the
on
edges.
fire.
Your axe? Yeah, your axe. You can...
Axe
if
is
you
fine.
keep it actively on fire, it will not.
Yeah. Take my +2 hatchet, throw it in the bag. Which is unfortunate because I can't
But
summon
basically,
it from
exposed things. Do you have things to cover your faces?
the bag. I don't need to.
Extra cloaks and stuff.
Because otherwise, yes, your faces and such start to ice up as well.
I have a beard.
You have quite a beard.
Just wrapped
Tuck it to the behind ear from around there.
wrap it around my baldness.
Yeah.
Hold on. How does Alter Self work?
Allows you to transform into stuff. Why do you get that at will?
Yeah.
I like that one.
Scan Self will... Yeah, Sculptor Flesh.
Change appearance, aquatic adaptation, and natural weapons.
I think I have that.
Can he change his appearance to being really hairy? With like polar bear fur?
Yeah, hair length is a thing that he can change.
It would not, however, give him your Goliath, adaptation to cold.
This will be the death of the little ones.
I don't know. I take on aquatic adaptations. They live in super cold water.
Congratulations, you can't breathe.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think you just get the gill which lets you breathe in water. You don't stop breathing in it.
I actually have to check the player's handbook to make sure Sculptor Flesh isn't the one that just allows me to polymorph something else.
Polymorph would probably do it. He turned into something cold resistant.
Mm-hmm.
I guess the feeling that I should hold on to my firewood.
Well, if we ever need to start a fire.
Yeah, so you find yourself cold and shivering.
Yeah, that's a pretty low.
Your equipment that is out
Level
starts
5.
to gain
15.
layers of frost on it. Your clothes, your armor,
Yeah.
anything exposed.
I just put on more layers.
Yeah.
Wrap my face in some tan skin I've got.
I pull out my sleeping bag, my bedroll, wrap up a cannon in it, and strap her behind me between the backpack and my back.
Are you still flying with your boots? Or
Time to
we on the
be a
ground?
burrito.
Yeah.
I turned her into someone I have to protect burrito.
Yeah.
Now, that was a pretty hard fight. Let's get a look around here and set up the mansion.
As you wrap her up, Stygia. Crushing depths. Beyond the bergs. It's Maltberg.
She's sitting there shivering away, so I'm just like rolling her up in it.
So we look around.
You are on the top of a mountain, which breaks its way down to water. To the sides you can see either an island or peninsula, you're not sure, but any edge you can see, it's going down towards water. Broken ice for range, and then off to infinity, you just see ocean.
Okay.
Oh, we have a boat.
Yeah, I'm like, Moden, it's nice here.
So, set up.
No, this is important. I didn't say it to the rock.
Yes.
Now are you
reminds me
just
of,
directly...
Yeah, I'm
Same
talking
guy.
to a deity. I can talk to deities.
Reminds me of the time I was with the whaling ships. It's a brisk.
Yes, I figured...
As you're shivering like crazy, trying to act like you're not.
I have cold resist.
Yeah, he doesn't have to make the saves either. Last time you were in this situation, you know you weren't quite this tough in this
Yes, I've clearly grown. I remember when I was a young lad on the whaling ships. Oh, I felt like I was going to freeze my arms off.
What's your endured element?
One guy actually did.
Yeah.
Goliath.
We got
No,
new ones, though.
Don't you take the spell endure elements?
No,
Okay.
I'm a Goliath. Why would I do that?
Because there are other elements to absorb.
And also, the version I think I have elemental. I have absorb energy.
Yeah, absorb energy.
I don't have that.
I didn't know how long that lasted.
Turn.
Oh.
And also, it doesn't apply here because we're dealing with exhaustion levels.
Probably.
No, we
Yeah, I was
are.
going to say, Endure almost doesn't exist anymore.
What did
However,
Cannon say
you
about
all get
getting
bonuses.
from Vosges?
You get bonuses on survival checks because I'm me. Or not, I can give,
She said
with my
over the
survival
cliff.
skills, I can give bonuses to...
She said,
things.
crushing depths beyond the bergs.
I just look down at the rock, I go, some of us need to heal up first, don't we?
Yep. Crushing depths beyond the bergs, over the cliffs.
Malberg.
Huh?
Malberg.
Malvosges.
No, he said Malberge.
Malberge.
Stop adding A's. So, yeah.
Okay.
It's like, if nothing else, we want to do the house so we can dry off all this sweat and other stuff so we don't freeze to death faster.
I will still.
People at 0 HP can't gain the benefits of a long rest. Just randomly seeing that bit of tidbit information.
I was looking through and randomly saw even when you're moving through your allies' space, it's difficult terrain.
So where are we going to hold up for an hour?
For an hour?
Yeah.
Oh,
For a short rest.
you have to do some stuff to re-prepare mansion? Or...
I used to
Use that slot.
Yeah, I used that slot.
Survival check to build, to carve out a spot in the ice. Make a little house.
Huddle up with everyone, keep us warm.
And you're needing an hour to...
Well, while he's doing that, I'll go ahead and spend 10 minutes to cast Lehman's Tiny Hut.
18. Would you wait till we're inside the thing to do that?
If it's not preventing me from casting, I can do it. And then it'll give us a place where we can take a short rest.
So why am I bothering to build a shelter?
To protect me until I get done casting?
I won't be done within 10 minutes.
You start building it out, and at the edge of where you had it, tells you to come in. You are planning something much more grand than, okay, start leveling this off. Oh, good, I can sit here.
Okay, I guess I do that then.
Yeah.
So go ahead and do that, and we can take a short rest for me to regain my spell slot.
I'm guessing white?
Huh? Light?
White.
Oh,
Real
yeah,
pigness.
white. Yeah. Yeah. That'd probably fit with the terrain best.
No, just red. Just a big red and orange dot that flashes.
Wah, 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 wah.
And so, yeah, once you're inside, doesn't take but a few minutes, and the layer of frost starts to melt off of your gear and such.
Parts
Okay.
of vegetationing, trying to dry us all off.
Okay. Now I need
I wonder
to,
what thaumaturgy can do for it.
need to take a rest and look over my magic again.
Yeah.
And then I'll be able to build the mansion.
So hang out for
Okay, so is that a level you can get back?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's half my level, and we're 15, and that's 7, so 14 divided by 2.
Are there restrictions? Because I put a lot of those on random things above 6 because they fear 6.
No, I don't think Arcane Recovery's got any such thing.
It's based on, like, I think your level.
And none of the slots can be 6th level or higher.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
It's
I
like-
fear the crap out of 6.
Yeah, I was going to say, I wouldn't think so either.
So we don't get that. We just sleep in the tiny hut like old times.
No, I can still cast it. I have an 8th level slot.
Oh, you just didn't want to upcast?
No, didn't want to upcast.
We didn't through like 2 combats. How do you still have an 8th level spell slot?
Those aren't combat spells.
No, I haven't ran into a situation where I've had to maze someone.
Could have mazed that pit fiend.
Potentially.
But then again, Hypnotic Pattern would have worked just as well if it had worked.
Oh, that's not what I was going to do if we absolutely had to deal with him.
No. What was your plan?
Polymorph.
Huh. Go be useless!
Polymorph, be a slug.
Oh, that's a terrible idea.
Slug would die instantly.
You would die as it hits the ground.
Yeah.
All you would effectively do is put him 25 feet lower.
With some damage on him.
Yes. About 2d6.
No, I can only do beast. I couldn't do that.
Yeah, theoretically, that would have been the time to try our lockdown combination. Versus a level 20.
Oh,
That's the R20 thing.
Yeah, we could have done that too.
Yeah, so you use your higher level, and as you step into it, the dome goes. So I'm guessing you let everyone else get into the mansion first.
Get everybody in the mansion, and then we can close it off and make it invisible.
Yeah, still carrying wrapped up cannon. Go and put her on the beach. It's warm there.
This is stays going back and forth a lot.
Yeah, unwrap her from my bedroll, roll it up, put it back in my bag, just walk off without saying anything. It's like, he takes his responsibilities very seriously.
Yeah, no, she appreciates that. She thinks, okay, that's a little overbearing, but with what we're going with, I would prefer overbearing than under. So yeah, let's not say anything. If he wants to protect me from things like this, then yeah, sure, whatever
She
it
was
takes.
already severely injured.
Yes, she is.
She really couldn't do with more. She was exhausted once. Couldn't do with another level of
Yeah,
exhaustion.
she had.
And was injured.
Yeah, she had exhaustion, and she had 10 hit points left.
Well, hey, that's fine.
So yeah, I disagree that I was being overbearing.
10 whole hit points.
She didn't actually say anything about.
Oh, yeah, healing word, I guess, while we're waiting on him, just until she was healed. I had 9 levels worth of spells to cast on her.
9 D4s.
Yeah, you could completely heal her before you even get in.
Alright.
Well, she should be fine after having a good night's sleep.
Yes, but I didn't know what we were facing until then.
Yeah.
And I can do without spell slots a lot more than she can do without HP.
Yes. He doesn't strictly rely on his spell slots a whole lot.
If I could
No,
trade
not really.
HP for spell slots, I would. Double a spell's level and damage, I'd do it. Triple, I'd still do it.
But yes, you do get clarity from her once she's warmed and such. That reaching the crushing depths that are beyond the icebergs in Stygia will lead to Malbolge.
Do we have leather, and do I need leather working to work leather? Or would smithing work? Probably not.
Clang, 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 it's a belt!
I hit the leather.
Just going to see what's actually listed is the
Nick's half proficient.
leatherworkers is a separate thing. So
Yeah, Nick, you have to start making warm weather clothing. If we have leather.
Yeah, I don't have any extra leather on me.
I do.
Yeah, of course you do.
I have the money equivalent of cold weather clothing.
You mean money? Just solid gold and stuff?
Yeah, that makes it
if
harder.
there's a store around, I could buy some.
Perhaps we could burn it.
You literally can't.
Molten metal is very hot.
Yes, that's what we need to do. Wear metal armor, and then you can use heat metal on us.
Genius.
I don't know. I'll take the leather and use my vorpal sword to start cutting up, just chest piece things and sewing it together with my half proficiency. I can make this, and I'll make sleeves, and I'll attach it on. This is how leather work do. These pieces don't really move. Shut up.
And we're gonna be like the Christmas story.
I can't put my arms down.
Yeah, but are you orbed? Not really. Too bad.
Anyone proficient can make an Arcana check as well. As their...
Not me. I don't think.
I know, yeah, I know, man. I don't know if anyone else.
You got 4.
Yeah, 14.
Yeah.
I get a +2.
I know.
Did you roll?
Yeah, no, you can. Yeah, go ahead.
Bam.
20.
You find... You're not positive with what you know, but you do find that there is something off about some of the things that you know are magical gear and the way that the cold seemed to get to them. They seemed abnormally affected by the temperature of this layer.
Are you trying to get me out of my armor? I don't like that you're trying to get me out of my armor.
Super cold hell is super cold even against magical armor and stuff.
Yeah, even against things that are magic that normally seem a little more hardy against what would just be the elements.
Yeah.
But they seem to...
I don't know, do I think mundane leather will be, super affected by it?
I mean, it's...
Well, I can't test it on any of my gear. I'm literally not wearing anything that's not magical.
If the leather gets affected and breaks with it, it's a lot cheaper than if your magical gear gets affected and broken by it.
Oh, we're saying even the magical gear is getting cold damaged and brittled.
Yes.
Oh. I do mention it to people.
I guess I take smithing and make plate mail?
That takes like weeks.
I guess, yeah. So you're trying to get me out of my armor. I'm not happy about this.
You could risk it. That's up to you.
I'm not liable to find another piece of armor.
Well, he said that the only thing that it does is not protect you from the cold, right?
No, it's getting
the
cold,
cold
frosted,
is
and
harming the things.
Oh, okay. So magic makes you take more cold damage?
No.
It's a bird.
The cold is damaging your magical gear that is exposed to it.
Okay.
Exposing even magic anything that you are exposing to it, you are risking.
What about things that are sharing my body heat? Like my rings.
You're not positive.
Yeah, this is dumb.
It's like, this is one of the inconveniences of this layer of hell. That's what it is.
Okay, we need to leave here now.
Well, technically, right now you are in the mansion, and none of it's affecting you right here.
Well, the thing that annoys me is that I'm like, my character is specifically made like, okay, he can handle cold weather. You're like, oh, but all this stuff's damaged, except for the axe, which the axe is fine.
Because it's on fire.
Yeah, because it's on fire.
So the
you would have to
solution
play around. Is
clear.
he able to enter and exit?
Yeah.
Do you want to play around with theories and things?
Yeah, sure.
I tried my sewed together leather gamisons.
Gamisons?
Gamisons.
As far as that, it'll work for a while.
Yeah. Does my literally unbreakable sword fare pretty well?
Yes.
I don't like not having the armor.
Make a intelligence, or technically Arcana, but intelligence check.
Natural 1.
21.
Are you following him around?
Well, I'm definitely going outside, testing out my theories and stuff.
I didn't tell you to roll, but you also notice that things right close to, say, the source of fire do seem to have some level of protection.
Mm-hmm.
So he might be able to use that to try and keep some of the frost off.
So right, we just set them on fire.
So you might be able to use your axe on fire to protect a little more than just the axe, as long as it stays close to it.
I ask you for some of your firewood.
You don't know I have firewood.
He randomly says, "Oh, I wish that someone around here had
Had
some
a
firewood."
torch or something to see if we can, if mundane fire would keep the cold away.
I'm seeing if I have torches before I give up my firewood.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
Firewood.
I'd like to get to the icebergs.
I have torches.
Can I try wrapping magical gear in cloth or leather? Just to keep the frost off them?
Definitely seems like it would have to break through the cloth or leather before it would cause any damage to your gear.
Alright, I'm wrapping all of my gear in cloth and leather.
Mummy them up.
Except for the axe.
Talk to Ryan, get some torches, experiment with that heat outside if the torches automatically go out or stuff like that.
There is some wind that will... It is harder to keep them lit. While they are lit, they do have the same effect as his fire. However, they are a little more likely to actually catch flammable things on fire. So if you're using it, say, to keep fabric or your face from burning, it's much more likely to burn the thing than his axe was. Is the big downside to actual fire.
How many torches can you make out of one use of firewood?
I would say probably 6.
Okay, so we can make 60 torches from what I got.
You could just line the road with them as you...
So, yeah, that and try... as the Gamisols crack and start doing that, I try mending on them.
I can put most.
Mending is, of course, slow, but it'll return them.
I can put most of my magical stuff just away.
Yeah.
The only thing that I don't really ever take off is my gauntlets.
Yeah. Which theoretically, holding a flaming torch should protect those.
Just do
Yeah, just kind of every so often, just sort of pass it to the other one, just hold it next to it.
just
Yeah.
holding a torch in my hand, flipping back and forth.
Yeah, it's like the real question is: will Erich dress down for the adventure, or risk all of your fancy clothes shattering?
My fancy clothes are fancy. Only 2 of them are magic.
Normal gear has the same problem.
Actually, it has a worse problem.
My stuff's all really high quality. I object that it should be at least...
He's gonna risk it.
resistant.
He's gonna risk
It
it.
should be resistant to
It's
cold.
got metal thread in it.
Right.
I would point out how expensive most of my clothing is.
Yeah! That doesn't make
As
it
they say, are you gonna
fruitful.
risk? To be fair, you could afford to replace it. And I think if I've looked at your sheet, you have even kept track of how much it would cost to replace it.
Yes. Most of my stuff is attached with a price tag of how much I spent on it.
I've noticed that when looking at his sheet for notes. I'm like,
So I know exactly how expensive this hat is.
but
Okay, so we use all the firewood?
Yeah, we can do that.
you're not going to use necessarily all the firewood.
I already have some torches.
Yeah, you're probably going to assume a bundle, and that will last quite a while.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Thunder.
I'm going to go down to 8 because Nick used one experimenting.
Okay. But yeah, so you
I
experiment.
also have oil in case we need that.
Hmm.
I have
I
3
don't
pots
know.
of oil.
When I go back inside, I talk to Cannon about if once we get in the water, we could put a literal sheeting of gold or copper coins down, start a fire on the boat, and using the metal to keep it off the wood, if we could continue that and keep warm around it. If she could keep the boat from catching on fire, taking damage.
She couldn't. Maybe Laduguer could.
Oh.
So,
He kept it from burning in the magma.
Yeah.
so are we going to take the boat and try to sail it across the snow?
Well, not snow.
Toboggan.
It's water. It's water.
We just have to get down to the shore and...
Yeah, it's got icebergs. This layer's got a lot of water.
So I take it we're going to spend almost the full 24 hours in here weatherproofing our gear as best we
Yeah,
can.
Yeah.
we're going to be wrapping ourselves up in extra clothes. And,
So you prepare. You long rest, I assume.
Yes.
yeah.
And then prepare. So
Yes, tell Laduguer he's going to keeping the boat from catching on fire as we set up a fire in the cabin.
Fire doesn't yet seem to be the issue.
Well, we're gonna catch...
If what you say is true, I don't think you'd be setting a large enough fire to keep the boat from freezing.
Well, we're hoping Cannon's magical powers can heal the
Ace.
frost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was it last time? 6,000 is good. 6,000 experience?
We didn't make the water.
No. You were at the top of a mountain.
But they were talking about the boat.
Yes, I don't know why.
We're planning. We took that 24 hours. We're talking over actual plans versus going down there and saying, now what?
Now I get a ball of freezing ice cold water.
And we'll see if he actually does next time.